off the post. But Gyro, he was everywhere defensively, and even in the midfield was so good.
And speaking of goal line saves too, AJ, he had a pre-jump an earlier one. They handled an onslaught of mechanics from NRG. Let's see if they can do it again. It's going to be difficult. Squishy now. He's got the placement. No, he doesn't off the post. It's not going to go in. The cleanup from Justin. It's fine. I thought it was going to go in. How are these guys getting these saves?
Oh my, the Peeps on the goal line. That was unlikely.
Wow.
But still, it happened. The Peeps keeping out shot after shot from NRG. They're not out of the woods just yet. Finally, Gyro getting them some space to breathe. And the Peeps, Turtle, they are resilient.
Yeah, this defense, I'm telling you, man, they are determined to get every save possible. And they're also determined to get the first goal yet again in this game. Garrett G doesn't get the touch. It bounced out in the midfield, and AJ, the snipe.
And this was a perfect shot, splitting the defenders. Justin couldn't get there. It was right where it needed to be. AJ, even on low boost with that shot, that was absolutely perfect. Garrett, self pass, now the backboard pass. Another backboard pass comes through, but Squishy had to turn from quite a bit away. Justin with a bit of space. Looks like he wanted to flip into that air dribble, but it was shut down. Garrett wanted to get in the way of that, ended up helping the ball get pinched downfield, but Justin will have another effort off the backboard, low boost, and AJ with that hit. And now another win downfield.
Huge. Those are the little moments. It doesn't look like anything flashy, but in terms of the defense, that is the most important part for the Peeps. And now they're a little bit slow to get the aerial yet again. The backboard exploitation from NRG gets them a goal.
And that was a very good touch from Garrett. He was in a position where the ball was contested. Not only does he win that, but he gets a hard bounce off the backboard. Justin, it wasn't the most precisely placed shot, but it was with enough power to get past the defense regardless. And that had some nice placement, but Gyro, who's been so good on defense all series long, denied it from Justin. And now the bump. That'll give AJ some space. Ball gets switched to the other corner. Gyro, light first touch, gets bumped. Justin can't make the read. Garrett will come in time. Ball pinching across the middle. Justin with the shot off the post. Is it in? No! AJ will pinch it out. And the Peeps stay alive on the goal line yet again.
Oh my goodness. I'm feeling for Justin. He read that play beautifully, saw the snipe. Maybe he'll get the double tap here to make up for it. No, AJ again. The saves. He got the pre-jump in the previous game. Now he's coming out here. He gets the post save and squeezes it out. Now the follow-up after the double touch attempt from Justin.
I mean, if you're NRG, AJ is starting to become a nuisance.
What's going to work against these guys? They're getting the saves every time.
The Peeps, despite having a lopsided start in favor of NRG, have stabilized. They won the last game in overtime, and now they're tied up. The defense has really been that difference. They've been able to find those stops, get the boost, and also make some spectacular stops.
Yeah. Well, the benefit for the Peeps now, as I see Gyro on the backboard, has been that positioning. You want to have somebody there all the time. Squishy now the demo. Things getting scary. But NRG, what's worked so well is banging it off the backboard. That has really been the most successful moment and strategy for NRG. And the Peeps, they're positioning a bit more on the backboard. They realize that, and now it's getting tightened up even more on the defense.
We'll see how NRG adapt. Going for the backboard again, the double tap. Now corner pass. Justin. Double tap backboard pass. Garrett gets contested by AJ, who yet again gets credited with a save. Justin switches it up. Squishy goes up the wall. Air dribble, late flick, but Aleutian with the stop. Justin Going for the 50. AJ powers through. Justin going for the double tap. Gyro stops it out. The Peeps have been so good at isolating this ball in the corner and not letting NRG get that center ball.
Yeah, they don't want to keep this ball in the air whatsoever. They know they're getting outpaced, so instead they're going for dribbles and just forcing 50s. It's working so well. Garrett G now fakes, going for a little bit of a solo play on the ground. It doesn't work out. We've got the final 5 seconds, James.
Oh. Will we see overtime? Yes, we will. The Peeps won in overtime in Game 3. Game 4, their tournament life is on the line. Can they do it again? NRG, they had a strong start, but they're showing some signs of weakness. However, they can finish it here and now. Squishy can't get that second effort on the ball. Garrett, pop it up down the sideline. Aleutian, double tap, going for the triple tap. It does poke out to the middle, but Squishy has some space. Gets the boost, takes it up the wall. Wrapping around the corner. The pass down to Justin, but Gyro will deny it. However, Squishy was able to get a lot of boost and now gets the demo. The pressure starting to build for NRG. Squishy will leave that. Goes for the bump on Gyro, but Gyro dodges it. Justin will have some time. Doesn't get the greatest first touch, but does get a good challenge.
Still AJ trying to carry this one out, and you can see he's carrying this ball so close. He doesn't want to give away possession right away and force some kind of awkward 50 or maybe boom it to the other side. These guys playing so smart. The defense is standing tall. Double commits here, but we've seen NRG in panic situations, which is a rare sighting, so the Peeps are doing something well.
Justin got a light touch that got it down to Squishy. The flick denied. Garrett, airborne, backward pass. Justin, a weak shot, but everyone goes. Collisions in front of net.
Midfield pass.
Squishy infield to Justin. Justin shot finds its target. And NRG, they stop the bleeding, get the win, and they're moving on to the semis.
We've been waiting for it. The Justin Squishy duo up top. Squishy, great recognition to go for a slower pass in the midfield instead of banging it off the backboard, where I believe there was a defender position. NRG, after that huge game win in Game 2, it looked a little bit shaky. The Peeps prevailed a bit with their defense, but overall,